Oh, that feeling, that horrible sinking feeling when you drop your phone and you hear that crunch. You pick it up and, yep, a spider web of cracks. It's just the worst. But what if I told you the fix was already sitting in your bathroom cabinet? Today, we are diving deep into one of the internet's wildest myths, the minty fresh screen fix.
Yeah, you heard me. Toothpaste. I'm sure you've seen the videos, you've definitely seen the memes. And the claim is, well, it's pretty bold. It's this super confident promise of a magical solution to a really expensive problem. Just grab that tube and get ready for a miracle. Or, maybe not so much.
So the idea behind it couldn't be simpler. You just take a little blob of any old toothpaste, you rub it on that shattered screen, wipe it off, and ta-da! Supposedly, your screen is smooth, clear, and as good as new. The ultimate life hack, right? But the version of this myth that really caught our attention has let's just say, a unique twist.
Yes, you heard that right. In the viral meme this whole thing is based on, the fix doesn't just not work. Oh no, the phone starts bubbling up as if it's being dissolved by acid, and then it lets out this horrifying, high-pitched shriek. So what on earth is going on here? Okay, so before we even get into the science or, the lack of science, we have to talk about the psychology. Why is a story about a screaming, melting phone getting fixed with toothpaste so incredibly popular? At its heart, it's all about hope. I mean, let's be real. A new screen can cost you hundreds of dollars, and a trip to the repair shop is a massive hassle. So the idea that a $1 tube of toothpaste can solve it all, that's just too tempting to pass up. We all want to believe in that magic bullet. And it turns out this is the absolute perfect recipe for a viral myth. Think about it. It promises to save you money? Check. It seems unbelievably simple? Check. You get instant results? Check. And you use something you already have in the house? Check. It hits every single button for maximum shareability. So what actually happens when you introduce your poor phone to a tube of toothpaste? Spoiler alert, it does not end well for the phone. And yes, after you hear this, you might think it has a pretty good reason to scream. So on one hand, the internet promises you this pristine, flawless screen. But on the other hand, the reality is a complete and utter disaster. You don't get a fix, you just get a sticky mess. So why? What is it in toothpaste that could possibly cause this kind of problem? The key word here is abrasive. See, toothpaste is designed to scrub plaque off your teeth, and your teeth are incredibly hard. To do that, it's packed with tiny, gritty particles, abrasives. They're great for your tooth enamel, but they are absolutely terrible for your electronics. So when you start rubbing that gritty paste on your phone screen, you're not filling the cracks at all. You are literally sanding down your phone. You're scratching off that special protective coating that repels fingerprints, you're creating thousands of new micro-scratches that make the whole screen look cloudy, and you're even pushing all that grit deeper into the cracks you were trying to fix. And that's really the bottom line. It's an illusion. Any temporary filling of the crack you think you see is completely wiped out by the permanent damage you're doing to the rest of the screen. You are literally trading one big problem for thousands of tiny, irreversible ones. Okay, so the toothpaste myth is officially busted, but this points to a much bigger issue. The internet is absolutely flooded with these kinds of hacks. So how can you protect yourself and your phone from the next one? Well, you can build your own little fake hack detector with just 3 simple steps. First, always read the comments. The community is usually super quick to call out fakes. Second, just trust your gut. If something seems way too good to be true, it is. Physics is still a thing. And third, if you have a real problem, get advice from a real expert, not a random meme page. And this is probably the most important takeaway from this whole thing. These 3 steps don't just work for debunking silly life hacks. This is a fundamental skill for navigating the modern internet. It doesn't matter if it's a health claim, a financial tip, or a wild news story. Learning to check the comments, question the magic, and seek out experts is your absolute best defense. We're all looking for that magic bullet, that easy fix. But in a world of screaming phones and minty fresh myths, maybe the most important hack of all is just figuring out what's real and what's not. So that leaves just one question. What will you question next?